Okay, my chart 97% charged. The computer 9:07 p.m. I saw it as a sign. My chart is where everything I've gone through in life, as far as, and yes, I'm Nick. I'm saying that way so we all can feel young again, because we need to go there right now. With everything we've learned in life and start over, and everyone starts, we're all equal, all colors are beautiful, all songs rock, I respect and love everyone, and we should all share money, so we're all equal. Anyways, I'm doing this because those sevens popped in front of me. I was bringing that up before I was going to go shower, and interestingly, my chart is there, and we all have a chart. I promise. Meaning everything we've experienced in life, we can now know which ones memories we let go of, whether it's something or things you've done that have hurt others, here, or physically, or individuals that have created that towards you and your memories. Letting them go is my point. But anyways, 97 and 907 is a young way. It's my way of just going, got it. I just got off the phone with who I call AA Air. Amazing Addictions, come from Sarah all the time. That name, and it started with my wife and my children's mother. You get it. But Amazing Addictions and AA, we all can meet at every morning. Yeah, you'll learn it over time through a habit factory, which is, the logos. It started in Ohio, yes, and all that stuff, and there's stuff behind all this, but Schoolhouse rocks. So you're in a schoolhouse right now, and we all should go there equally across this world into a Schoolhouse rocks. Yeah, and I'm gonna, in a young fun way, anyway, share everything my brain soul is telling me moment by moment, not pre-thinking anything, of what comes out of me is through, I believe, powers, through angels, through people. All of you knew that we're here on earth and are not here anymore, but have led me, I believe, and have led many of you in this world, and will lead all of us as one. And by the way, 1, 2, 3. I'll tell you about that later. It's a fun thing. And I look down, and there's the sevens I created. All of you, number one, are my brothers and my sisters, all of you. And know that I will give you everything I got for the rest of my life, I promise. And I lived at a hotel in 2009. And to be straight up with you, I learned so much there, and I didn't have a car, and what do you know, I don't, and I can't, I'm not supposed to be driving, but it's good. I used to see that as a sadness, as I couldn't drive because of my brain surgery, but I saw it as the time out I needed, because I love being alone and focusing on everything I'm supposed to as it comes to me. I don't search for it anymore. It's gone. And all of you have that same exact ahead of you, I guess you'd say. Not I guess. A brain soul can work, a habit factory once you're in. It started in Ohio, but the point is it's for the whole world. But once we're in, we're in. And it's beautiful and it's fun. And back at the hotel in 2009 is where All In began. It's where the whole world was going, okay. They started to say, we'll look at new things. Like back then in 2009, it was when I lived in the hotel, it was us sharing weight loss shakes and health and wellness products. But it was the right timing. And if we all go all in, we can all support each other. Well, here we are now. And back then, it created thousands and then to hundreds of thousands and millions of people becoming healthier, and 3 billion plus made. But the point of that lesson for me was when people come together in a fun way and we treat each other equally, and we always want to make sure we all succeed the same. Yes, it 100% can happen. It's happened before. So I now see this and where we are today as the in a somewhat similar situation, except now it's better. It's better because all countries can do it at the same time. All of us can realize we all live on the same earth. So we all have to feel young again? Yeah. Is it going to happen overnight? No. And if we all go to feeling young, then we all would go, that's all right, it's part of the process. And I learned this also as back telling me, yes, Jeremy, this is the correct thinking and understanding because where your brain cell is, but your children, I win, and key are the nicknames created by the letters in their names, and all of you will do the same. It's fun. So we can see each other in a new positive way across the board. All music matters. So I'm not there yet, but the timing is all in. All in is our best bet. And by the way, I've been driven and growing in my trust of all powers that lead us, because 7 and 17 especially, of the numbers that have 7 in it, come at me all the time. And well, I guess that's how this started. So I understand how you could say, well, you got off the phone with her and it just happened to be, but there's thousands, actually, I don't know, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,000. It says 11,000, but I don't know how. I'd say 70 to 80% of them, yeah, are 7s. But anyways, that just doesn't matter right now. What I'm saying is that will show all of you who are a step ahead of me. Because if you saw my chart, you're a step ahead of me, every one of you. That 7 can come at all of you. And all of you have different talents, every single one of you in this world. And all of you have the ability to begin to say, all right, I'll give it a whirl of seeing how the powers come at me. And it will be different for all of you. I'll tell you that. Will you start to see 7s and 17s? Well, a family dollar told me after seeing me go through everything I went through over the last, it would be since December. September, October, November, December 2019. But my point is, they said they began to see it, and I'm telling the truth. So the fun part is, we do not need the stress. One day at a time. Remember, all in is our best bet. And yes, that's 17 letters. And I never lay here and go, what's the next 17letter.com, which is going to be our young way of being able to go to all these different sites. And now there's dozens upon dozens that my brain soul kicked in. And there's many. And the inevitable, if you've heard that word, it means it's when something happens, when we least expect it, we're thankful. It's just like, all right, it's here. Well, the inevitable year is 17 letters, and that was yesterday or the day before, I don't remember. But it's 17 letters, and it's $12.17, and these numbers come out. Now, the change we need to make. Truth equals change, faith equals change, Sarah equals change. Did I feel I was needed to be committed to being honest? Well, truth equals change. Well, I need to tell you the truth I've gone through a lot in life, and many of those situations brought me down and had me go to more of those situations to keep my mind off accepting it. But now I'm in a whole different place, and I know everyone in the world can do it if that's what you choose, which is what? Just allowing powers to take over in a positive, amazing, beautiful way so all of us can enjoy this time here on this earth. And who knows if maybe we stay for longer than we ever imagined because we choose to do it together. And I'm telling you that I know that's possible because of everything I've gone through, and especially the last year of leaving hospitals many times because of what actually there's one. But my point is, that's what I'm here to say. So, and I'm looking at the notes, by the way. There's the only notes I had. Look, this is the first time I've had notes for my videos. Change is number 4. So the change you have to make is letting go. And the greatest people who have been through the most in their life, humans, and that's thousands upon thousands, hundreds of thousands to millions of people, through their music and their talks and their stories, and all of us can come together on all of these .coms. And if you want to see them, you're going to see them. Well, I know you all want to see them, but my point is they can all come together, and all of us know we don't have to worry about money right now. And Donald Trump, I know you'd agree. Joe Biden, same thing. You two joining each other is the best thing that can happen, and all leaders joining each other. And that's what I'm here to say, because we're all at the same level. So we shouldn't be worrying about money and stuff. But as my favorite one of many nicknames I've created are Justin Timberlake, who I met years ago when a guy named Brandon, who was the same name as my my cousin Brandon, who left this earth, and I called him B, and we created B Smiles, which is 7 letters, and it's going to be something where you all can share your amazing new stories that are going to begin. But anyways, Brandon was a guy that I felt connected to, and he invited me down to a music video, and there's many stories I have. There's thousands, actually. And those stories, if they need to be told, will be told for all of you to realize everything is possible. Everything. And that day I met Justin Timberlake. We had Skittles together, and I can't remember which ones he gave me that he picked his favorite colors and gave me the others. But anyways, here we are years later, and after my brain surgery, from Justin, N comes up from his first name, and Time from his last name, in time. He is always in time for me because I shuffle music. I never pick it because I've learned to listen to all of it differently to help me get through these things that we're all going through. And the response I got the first time I did try it, because I always do shuffle, was how do I tell people that we can get rid of our fears, even our crazy thoughts of maybe using guns, etc. That's the best way I can put this. Or not realizing we are so important. We all have talents, even if we're thinking of leaving this earth. I'm going to be straight up because I've been there. So getting rid of fear or self-hurt or depression, anxiety, and the list goes on. And the first time I hit shuffle, Justin Timberlake, so in time, and his great men in his group said, bye, bye, bye. And that's the best way I can say, yes, we can. I promise everybody in this world, when you think of all these things we're going through right now, so that's why cash goes off, all these different things, having to go get job, just let it go. We need to first focus on saying bye, bye, bye to those things. And we can do it. And I know it because of Dr. J. Lombard, many years later, down the line, nephew of John F. Kennedy. And with him, he is, and by the way, that was one of the 17s that came today because of Martin Luther King and John F. Kennedy. I think of every morning along with Steve Jobs, and from his name, C. Jobs. So our job right now is to what? Game on. All of us game on. Shut your eyes, and what you let stand, though, out of game on is me. On. Do that to yourself. Now, with that being said, Martin Luther King and John F. Kennedy, there's a site created for it. I'm not going to tell you. It's 17 letters, and I don't remember exactly how I did it, but it's because it came to my mind, then it went 17 letters. I go, thank you. So it's them, and then his many years later nephew, which is The Mind of God, he wrote. And I was only on page 2 or tops 3 after my surgery, and it made sense to me. And it's like, thank you for answering for me in a sense of our brain soul all of us have. And we can now share with the world how it works so we can all start over and create an amazing day. And Madonna reinforced that to me today. And her song became 3.com. So yeah, this is all going to be here for all of us to have fun. Not worry. Love each other equally. And I'm also doing this because Steve Jobs started this all for us all, and how I'm doing this right now in the TVs that are right there. So I'm thinking about everyone in this world. And I know this is a lot of info, but we are all so strong to be able to say, you know what, we should go all in together. Why not? How do I know that can happen? Because it did. 2009, when I was living in a hotel and all these things, and it was a different year as far as what is happening today. Is similar also. I don't want to say it, but my point is, so we can, yes. And then let's see. Game on, I already talked about it. We are all equal levels, talked about it. Madonna, etc. Ooh, wait till you hear the music and how to listen to it differently. It's fine. And I understand how many of you in this world, millions or billions, could go, Jeremy, this is really neat, but what? You want to go back to the way we did anything before? It doesn't mean we're bad people. It means we learned to now. I'm just saying, this is real. So that is 7 dots there, but I'm sharing this with the world because I know I'm supposed to. And it doesn't, the thing that got me the best, meaning, Jeremy, please share this with the world and keep doing your thing because you'll grow into sharing it the way you is the best for the world to hear. So we're all just going to start over with A to Z. Yep. And we're going to love each other equally. All colors are beautiful. And I go, yep. And all the people I met in the 40 years here on earth are for this reason. In many countries and states and cities and movies and everything. I'm not going to start dropping names, but I'll tell you, I know a lot. And all the .coms are here to become our new school. This is for the world to go, we can. That's if you want to do it. And now I guess I would be hitting that point of going, I'm done. And it's a situation where the whole world can decide on each one of us realizing, it just means only each one of us have to say, why not try? Yeah. It's really that easy. And always be truthful. And everybody is so smart, all of you, that we can all say, looking at each other the way we used to, we can say goodbye to. I could stop right now and say, I don't know how to end this. I guess that's up to you, is the best way to say this. So, this is a good example of we're never going to get to a position of always saying the perfect thing. I just remembered, and this will be the end of this video. I knew it was real because of Sarah, the stranger beside me that 2 years later became someone in my life, and here we are today. And we're all learning things in this world. Everybody is, and her and I are together as parents and everything. So that was one. Amazing Addictions came from her. And then Sarah Young, AA from that Sarah, and her last name is perfect. We all need to be young again. Yeah, I can read a couple pages a day. If we were young, we'd say a new book, I'll read a couple pages. Good. Well, if you read the left-sided page, it's morning, Jesus calling. And then the right side is, your right side is Jesus calling, half a page, and then a couple 1 to 3 sentences, usually only 1 or 2, for at night. That's it. So it's Sarah Young, and I was like, that's interesting. Sarah, this is Sarah Young and telling us to be young. Okay, and then Sarah is my favorite human I've ever met in my life, ever. And it's also because we created 2 people that I am so proud of, and I wouldn't be doing this without them. And they're 5 and 6, and she turns 7 next month, and then in February he will turn 6. Now, with that being said, the final kicker for me was John F. Kennedy, who's on key, and don't forget Martin Luther King. And then I will share the 17 letters that came of their names later. But my point is to end this. His many years later nephew, I told you, who's a brain surgeon, etc., and everything. Where it came to me was him telling the story in those first couple pages that the first person he really was looking into happened to be someone named Sarah. So I guess that kind of means if you all can jump into amazing addictions, and AA, we all can every day, I will give this everything I got, and all you would have to do. And this is me giving advice based off 40 years of me being here on earth, is all you would have to do is say, I'm putting myself first. Got it? So on that note, 3, 2, 1.